guys, welcome back to part 3 of this book illustration journey. So thanks so much for coming back and checking in on me, seeing how this whole book illustration is going. If you have not seen my first 2 videos, I'll go ahead and link them above and below so that you can catch up if you would like to see those. If you've already seen them, let's just go ahead and jump into where I'm at now with this book adventure. So the book's done, guys. Kind of. So here's where I'm at. I went ahead and I printed off, well, first of all, I went ahead to Canva, and is it Canva or Canvas? Now, I know I should have looked this up before I started the video, but I cannot remember. I never can remember. It's either Canva or Canvas, and you guys probably already know what I'm talking about. I laid out my pages in Canva. As you know, I've been illustrating in Procreate, and when I illustrate in Procreate, I actually illustrate with the whole spread at one time. So I have the dimensions set to this entire spread in Procreate, and then when I went to lay it out in Canva, obviously I have to do it page by page because that's the way I'm going to upload it eventually. So that's what I did. And then when I started laying it out on Canva and putting the text in, I was like, this doesn't look right. It just was too big. So what I mean by that is, this is the first page and the first way I had it laid out, and that's how I had it drawn. And I thought that that was too big. I had it, the bed was kind of across both of the pages, and I had the text up here, and I thought, oh, that's not how I had envisioned it, and I don't know why I didn't think about it when I was drawing it. I just was drawing. So it's my first book, guys. So here is how I would have wanted it to look. So what I did was I shrunk it down, and I have the bed now just on one page, which to me just looks better. But what that did was, one, so the window here was cut off because it was naturally going to be at the top of the page. Well, now we've got space for the window, and so I need to go back in and fill that space in. The next thing was, on this bigger one, there's not too much white space on the first page here, but once I shrunk it down, we've got all this nice white space. So I'm going back in, I'm adding a poster and maybe like a light switch or a plug or something to kind of break up some of this white space. And so that has happened throughout the book. Yeah, so I mean, I've been shrinking the images down, and because once I started laying the book out with the text, it just was, there wasn't enough space for the text with my images being so big. So I had to shrink them down, and when I did that, it just didn't work out. So I'm having to go back in and fix a lot of my illustrations. And so one of the things that I'm learning that I wish I would have done differently is when I originally did the thumbnails for this. So I think I showed this in my first adventure or book series, that so I did the thumbnails for a lot of the spreads that I ended up doing. Well, when I did the thumbnails, what I wish I would have done is taken each individual thumbnail and blown it up to the size that I wanted for my own.
You know, he's making a face where, of course, there will be wrinkles in his forehead. A child sees them and he's like, okay, that's part of the character. And so I wanted to make sure that I used those wrinkles whenever I drew him up close, so that there would be continuity in that character. So just little things like that have been really helpful, having my kids around and asking them questions on what they think I should do here, or does that look right, or does this fruit look like, you know, a grape, or does it look like an avocado, or whatever I'm trying to draw. I want to make sure as a child that they can see what exactly I want to see from their perspective, and it's been just great having them help me with this first book. So I hope that you guys are also enjoying these speed drawings. Eventually the hope is that I can draw in real time, and so you guys can see me draw, and we can talk as I'm drawing, and I can tell you the ideas that are coming to me as I'm drawing, because it's one thing to kind of go back and go, oh yeah, this is what I thought, or this is what happened, but in real time it's even a bit more, I think, fun to watch and hear me go through my own thinking process. So anyway, here's where I'm taking those oval shaped lemons and making them a little more round. So, but anyway, I hope that you are enjoying my book adventure, and I can't wait to share it with you guys when it's finished. But I also want to share some of the story with you guys so you can hear how the book is coming together story-wise, and put all the pieces together.
Going through the book this weekend, and so we were making those adjustments. I think they could have been made earlier in the process, but like I keep saying, and I will continue to say, this is our first book, and so we're learning so much from it. And then the last thing is the layout of the book. So like I said, I did have it laid out like this in Procreate. So when I was drawing a full spread. But I didn't really hold it in my hands. I didn't really think about the orientation I wanted it. I just went ahead and said, let's just do the easiest thing, which is 8.5 by 11. We can print it, we can, you know, it was just easy. But I kind of wish that we would have done either more of a square design or a landscape, and I don't know why. I don't know if that's just personal preference or what, but I just think that it would have looked better. But like I said, that's more personal preference, not really a mistake. And then so the last thing I'm going to be doing, well, the next few days I'm going to be finishing up filling in the white space on the book, finishing up cutting the story where we need to, and then there are a few spreads that I still haven't done, so I'll do those. And then the last thing will be the cover. So I'm excited to do the cover, and I will try and make sure I bring you guys along for that. If I don't have it live recorded, I will for sure have the recording of me drawing it, so I can talk you guys through what my thoughts are as I design the cover. But the other thing is we still don't have a title for the book. So we're working on that too. I watched a video, and the guy had a really good tip of Google search your title that you're thinking of, because if it's already taken, or it's, you know, if we call it Grandpa's Farm, you know, who knows how many Grandpa Farm books there are. So you kind of want it to be unique, but you also want it to match the story. And so I'm going to be doing a little bit more research on the actual final title of it, and then the illustration for the cover. So we're almost there. And then after that, I will be uploading it to KDP, which is Amazon self-publishing platform. And I'll walk you guys through that entire process as well. So we are almost there. I am so excited. And if you guys are interested in receiving a copy of the book, sorry, purchasing a copy of the book, let me know. I'm thinking about doing some pre-orders, but I don't know how much to get. So if you want to pre-order, let me know, send me a message, leave a comment below, and I'll get back to you. But I've gotten just so much support from this book, and I'm just so thankful for you guys watching the videos and just coming alongside of me with this. So as always, don't forget to like the video, hit the subscribe button, and share with anybody you know that wants to write a book, a children's book, or wants to illustrate, because there are things that I'm learning, and hopefully you guys will learn from my mistakes. So I will talk to you guys again soon. Thank you so much. Love ya. Bye.